Hi, we're again talking about the different types of cults there are. Again, here's the brochure, it's free. If you want to be able to share this information easily with somebody else, I'd suggest the brochure. And two, if you want to be able to remember the quick and easy, or, well, not exactly easy, but the quick and dirty way, the quick and dirty listing of all of this, feel free. Use the brochure in any way you wish. It is free, and it's important to get this information out there for you, for those you care about. Religion is the 16th type. Seems easy. It's not. Because religion is a very, very complex area. It's not just one religion. There are actually multiple subtypes within the realm of religion that I want to talk with you about today. Some of these subtypes actually use mainstream religion. There are actually destructive groups, there are destructive cults. Many times they're called destructive churches or spiritual abuse that use mainstream Christian beliefs. They teach what you would expect to hear from any church. But the authoritarian nature moves it out of normal mainstream practice and into a very destructive, extremely manipulative range. So you have to be careful. Some of the ideology you'll meet will sound mainstream Christian. Some of the groups use mainstream Hindu religious beliefs. And there are those who use mainstream Islamic beliefs to further their goal of taking control. You have to remember, it is not the ideology, it's not the ideas, it's not the belief systems that are practiced that make a group destructive, that make a religious group destructive. It is the structure of ultra-authoritarian takeover. It's that structure of the leadership taking control, taking authority over their followers to such a degree that the followers no longer have a true sense of self. They only can identify themselves through the group or through the leadership. So the ideology is not the point here. It is, in fact, the level of control and authority taken, the amount of manipulation used. There are the mainstream groups. So we've already seen four different types. Mainstream Christian, mainstream Hindu, mainstream Islamic, and there are a few that are mainstream Buddhist. So we have 4 world religions, and all 4 of these in their mainstream forms can be used as the ideological lure. Besides those, we have groups that are based on Christian thought, but are not fully Christian. So we'll call those Christian-based. Further away, even than that, are the Christian-influenced, that make a nod towards Christian beliefs, but are not truly at all Christian in their ideology. They may even say they are, but they're just kind of like nodding to it. It's not truly based in any respect on Scripture. There are also Islamic-based and Islamic-influenced groups that I'm aware of. There are also Hinduic-based and Hindu-influenced groups that I'm aware of. I am less aware of Buddhist groups that are based on that are milder forms of Buddhism. However, that is not to say that they don't exist. Beyond the world religions, there are also religious groups that are based in the neo-pagan groups, the neo-pagan beliefs rather. Not all neo-pagans are cults as far as destructive cults. Not all neo-pagan or Wiccan or other more diverse forms of religious beliefs are destructive in nature. And that has to be clear. Just because someone is practicing Wiccan does not mean that they are in a destructive cult. You have to remember, the ideology is not the definer here. The definition really truly is who's taking authority, who's got the control. Having said that, you do have to know that there are those destructive cults that are based on neo-pagan and Wiccan religions. Then, yes, there are those who actually are satanic groups. There are satanic cults. There is no question of that. These are groups who use Satanism as their ideology to draw people in and to control them. There are satanic groups that are not destructively manipulative in their nature. Again, you have to look beyond the ideology to see who has the control, who keeps the authority, who makes the decisions on all aspects of a person's life, who is within that group. This is just a brief rundown, but I wanted to let you know religion can be used as an ideology. Mainstream religious beliefs rather, can be used just as much as those that are away from, only based or influenced on those major religions. And also, the newer religions can also be used. It really comes down to safeguarding your own authority, no matter what the ideology of any particular group you may brush up against is. We'll be talking more about that later. Keep on listening. See you next time.